in your inbox right now, you have at least 5 messages, DMs of people promising that they can help you generate qualified leads. There's probably also a few there offering you a mobile app for some reason that no one knows why. And maybe 1 or 2 who told you, we wear the same shirt. Let's connect. Now, all that being said, if you yourself have trouble generating leads in business, it probably has nothing to do with the fact that you haven't hired someone to do that for you. And that's why you need it. So don't think about it like that. You likely suspect it may have something to do with the systems in place in your business and whether or not you have the freedom to focus on that, right? Another could be your skills just don't lend themselves to that. But more than likely, it's probably either because you don't have a clear core message to articulate the value that you're putting out as you're offering, and also whether or not you really understand your target audience, right? Otherwise, you're not solving a relevant problem. And if you are, you're just clearly not articulating it, which goes back to the other point. So understanding your value prop is like 90% of the problem in business, in anything that you're doing, even in content creation, value prop, right? And understanding the value prop necessitates that you understand your audience, your customer. And so it just keeps going back and forth. But with that said, there's a lot of problems with potentially delegating business to like a third party. Because number one, third parties can be used to leverage this flow of people. But the last thing you want to do is be a decision maker, a CEO or founder, and not be front and center with the people that are coming into your company to be in touch with your team. What kind of leader will let just anyone who some third party brought in be in touch with their team, right? But we do that all the time. I've seen it. I've experienced it. Next thing you know, your team is dealing with the stress of dealing with a personality that isn't a good fit for the workplace. You took great care to create an awesome culture in the workplace, and then you took on a client just because you needed the revenue, the money. It's kind of hypocritical. It really is. I mean, if you don't have a team and you mostly work as a consultant, then I believe that your problem isn't that you don't have enough clients, is that you're not charging enough for the clients that you do have. Because as a consultant and the one-person show, you should set yourself up with a business model that sort of necessitates that by design, you don't work with a lot of people. And then that referral only will help a lot, but also anytime you do have that you're not focused on the client work can be related to the idea of going out and being front and center with the business development aspect of the work that you're doing. Either way, the workplace experience is going to be enhanced or safeguarded if you as a decision maker are involved in the biz dev process. Because otherwise, imagine that's like you asking your friend, one of your closest friends, to introduce you to all the friends you'll ever have. That's what it's like to delegate business development to a third party. Now, your friends know like everything about you, right? Everything. But even so, like I wouldn't necessarily only have friends that my friend. There's something about the people you get to choose, that you choose, that you're interested in, that you believe in. And that's part of like the power of being a decision maker, is we get to vote on what gets upvoted into the marketplace, whether it's a product or service. I mean, the worst thing you can do is work with someone whose product or service you don't believe in. The second worst thing you could do is to work with somebody that you don't like, that you don't respect. It's just not ideal. Like, don't work with someone you don't like. I'm not saying that business is about being liked. But what I'm saying is business is hard enough as it is. We don't need to add a dramatic or problematic personality to the mix. And the less we keep those kinds of people in business, the fewer there will be. That's the power of being a decision maker and being part of the business development process. By choosing to work with businesses whose products and services we believe in, we essentially get to choose what we reward in the marketplace. And there will be less subpar products and services and people in the marketplace if we don't reward them. Because we don't just make a bad experience for ourselves if we take on a client that we're not absolutely ecstatic about, or a person that we're not actually excited to work with. We don't just make a bad experience for ourselves or our team, for the whole marketplace, because now these people stay in business. So whatever you do, just take ownership of your position as a decision maker and realize that you get to make the world a better place, one business decision at a time.